Chapter 984. So let's start off with the first part of the chapter. The first part of the chapter is pretty much Ulti and page 1 have almost 90% recovered. So he does state his jaw, page 1. Loosened up his jaw from a gear at 3rd, so that's pretty impressive. Especially on Ulti. I was expecting Ulti to be knocked out. She probably wouldn't be showing herself like several chapters later, but she's back in action. So, and Ulti, yeah. Blunder Bagua. That's just, I don't know why Oda's making Ulti so likable. Ulti for Nakama? Maybe. But he is doing a lot of effort to make her likable. Or how would I say? He's going hard on her personality. Now we go, and it seems Yamato and Luffy are fighting each other. And as you can see, Yamato has no problems just easily blocking all of Luffy's attacks, which is impressive on Yamato's part. And then he does say something that's interesting. This reminds him of a battle from the past, which is interesting to me. Well, this is all going to be answered later on, but it's still interesting. It's still hinting to something that happened in the past. Now we go to Rochi. And you see Rochi is talking about the past, about Momonosuke, and like no one believes him. Like he's a laughing stock. Which is pretty ironic for him. And then we go to Nico, Robin, and Jinbei. Jinbei and Nico, Robin playing the villain part. They look so hilarious. And Robin looks like she wants to gouge out his eye. And she's like, acting tough. We got evil Robin back. But then she breaks down and she's blushing and calling Jinbei the boss, which is pretty impressive. But we also see the other samurai have also infiltrated and are ready to act, but they can't do much because later on we'll talk about it. But on the second part, we see that Law is about to finally board or hop into Onigashimi, which is why they took them so long. I thought they were taking a back route, which is strange. Anyway, he uses room to get in there. And as we see, some of his crew does stay behind, which is... I wanted to see them in action, but oh well. There's already a lot of powerful players, so Oda's not trying to make it worse here. And we finally see them land, and Onigashima just looks impressive as always. Then all of a sudden a cat just falls out of the sky, and it's Nekomamushi. And we see Marco. Marco's here in Law. So we got a pretty powerful group here. But the problem here is Marco. Marco states that he saw a shadow in the sea. Now this could be either one thing. It's Perospero in his slime thing, which is too obvious, and Oda doesn't really do it too obvious. So it's something else. And it could be one or two. It could be Marines infiltrating, and he's gonna go like clash with them, one or two. Or it could be an unknown force, which could be a possibility. I would hope it's an unknown force. That way we get the shock value. And then we're gonna finally get a reunion between Izo and Kiko. And it's pretty impressive. They hug, but I guess in anime they'll do it better. But he doesn't dedicate a lot of pages to this reunion. So it's supposed to be like 30 years long, so I think 30 years. But there's not a lot of emphasis on this meeting between two brothers. And you see Kiko's crying. And the funny thing is they both are feminine, but they already were since they were little kids, so pretty funny there. And then we go to Kaido. Kaido's asking for where's Linli, and Bo Hang, this little like raccoon thing with horns, tells him that she's on her way. So that's impressive. So she was gonna be away. So I have a feeling that Nami and the rest of the group are just gonna completely crash into Orochi. And then Big Mom's gonna come in with a swing and just take out Orochi. That would be hilarious. Well, I don't think it's gonna go there. And we see this impressive panel here. Like Kaido, Queen, King, and Jack. Momonosuke on the side, Orochi or whatever. And Fukurokuji, this long head guy. Like, he's there. But the most impressive is Kaido and Jack. They appear to be the same height. I would say Jack is a little taller. King is pretty high. King and Queen appear to be the same height, so that's pretty impressive. And Queen is so much fun. He's so hilarious. In the anime, I really like how they're doing him. Queen for Nakama, which I doubted, but whatever. We still gotta see. And Kaido's saying that he's gonna liven up this execution, and he's gonna announce the Onigashima project. As to what this could be, it's either the war that he's supposed to be starting to try to conquer the world with Big Mom, which is debatable, or it could be something else. Maybe something. Oda's gonna surprise us with something, and that's why I was saying like Nico, Robin, and Jinbei, and the samurai. As of right now, they can't do nothing. Momonosuke, unless big players show up to push King, Queen, Jack, and Kaido away from Momonosuke, there's like no way they can like interfere with his execution, because the players we got here are just too OP. And the only ones that I see like actually doing something is Yamato and Luffy, but them alone is not enough because you got King, Queen, and Jack there. So like, and then we got Fukurokuji and Orochi. So yeah, a lot of big players are gonna have to step in right now to stop this. And then we get to the final part of the chapter, which is probably the best part. And we get to see that Yamato gets five minutes or 5 seconds to explain himself. And he starts to gush over the legend of Odin, how he was so inspired and everything, how he become his mentor in a way. And the interesting part is he has Odin's journal to me. And that's interesting because I was thinking, did Odin write that journal in the ancient text? How was she able to read it? But then again, he could have just wrote it in regular text, and that's why she was able to read it. And she has huge secrets if that's the case. The possibilities with this journal and the fact that Oda is emphasizing on this journal itself is important. And she has it as become his Bible, like her guide. And then she reveals that she is a girl. And she is an impressive girl at that. Kaido's daughter, stylized Kozuki Odin Yamato. And she is impressive. Her design, I'm not gonna lie, Oda is going all out in the design of Kaido and her daughter. Which makes me think that, what if Black Marie is her mother? But then that would be too obvious, so I kind of see like a tragic past with her mother. So Black Marie could just be another of the race. And in the horns, I stated in another video that her horns are actually the real deal. So yeah. So They're probably a unique race or something. Oni race, probably. And she is impressive. And she does state that she's met Ace. And then we go back to like battles from the past. And I have a feeling that she fought Ace. And she's impressive. Her design is impressive. I really like the design of her. She's just a fan of Odin, so. But she doesn't appear to be aware that the retainers are alive, or monomos. Sorry. Uh, like they're alive. But we'll see where that goes. Monomosuke, or I forgot how to spell it. Whatever. Monomosuke is staying in the video. We'll see what happens when she figures out they're alive. Hopefully she'll get reaction from it. As for the other part, I've been seeing a lot in the commentaries and forums and all stuff. Yamato for Nakama. But the fact that it's too obvious. And also, once she opens up Wano, what's her end goal after that? Does she have a dream like the rest of the Starheads? That's a telling factor. If she will become a strong, it would be impressive if she does, you know. That would be the second strong woman in the crew, Robin and Yamato. Because Nami she's impressive for what she can do, but she's nowhere the league of the other guys, so, or Robin. So we'll see where that goes. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you liked it. Thank you very much, and peace out.